Hi, my friend. In this video, we're going to go into 3 functional consciousness tools that you can use right now to get more calm, more clarity, and more of a sense of possibility, of freedom of soul, of creativity in your life. I'm Crystal, and I'm a former Access Consciousness facilitator turned entrepreneurial CEO executive coach. And I want to talk to you today about 3 of the tools that I've used over the last 10 years that have completely transformed my life. They are directly from the body of work that's called Access Consciousness and a workbook called the How to Become Money Workbook, a book that you can buy on Amazon on your own, and a workshop that I do inside the Conscious Entrepreneur System every couple of weeks. The first tool that I want to talk about is called light and heavy. First of all, what is this? In the last video, I talked about how everything is energy. That's one of the elements of functional consciousness. It's just a fact. Everything's energy. And number 2, that you have abilities with energy. Part of your abilities with energy is your ability to sense. Feelings and sensing are different. Feelings, emotions, thoughts, all of those are called lower harmonics. They are there. Our bodies feel things. We do go into emotions. We do think things, but that would be on the lower playing field. There's a higher playing field, just called the higher harmonics. And that's where your sensations live. That's where you perceive. That's where you know. That's where you are. Being, knowing, perceiving, and receiving. So it all starts with light and heavy. You always know. You always know when a choice will create more, and you always know when a choice will create less. And the only way you cannot know is to cut off your awareness. Now, unfortunately, I didn't go through Awareness 101 when I came out, and I definitely didn't get the handbook. I came out not knowing how to use this ability, but that doesn't mean I didn't have it. And for most of my life, I was completely at the effect of my ability, meaning the heavy things that I was aware of all the time, all the anxiety I felt, all the terror I felt, mostly anxiety and terror that I felt for most of my life until consciousness, wasn't actually mine. It was me picking up on, sensing all the thoughts, feelings, and emotions of everybody else, and thinking they were mine because nobody told me I had this ability and I was psychic, and that the very first place I could start to use that was in the tool of light and heavy, meaning this. What's light for you, what gives you that sense of space and possibility and ease, is true for you. That stuff is you. That's what we would call aligned. Except it's even better than that because it doesn't have to line up. It's just true. The stuff that's heavy, dense, hard, heavy and dense. Hard's another conversation. Not true for you. Not yours. Not your thing. Not your circus. Not your monkeys. The challenge we have with light and heavy is that a lot of times we have trained ourselves to pay more attention to the dense and heavy stuff because it's dense and heavy. And so we think we have to do something with it. We have to fix it. We have to feel it. We have to think about it. We have to do. It's not true. That's a bit of a process to get there. The first step is to start to use with every single choice in front of you. Light and heavy. Does this create more space in my world? Does this create more density in my world? I want to put one caveat on this tool. If you use this tool as a feeling tool, then you're using it wrong. A lot of people are saying these days, you got to feel into it. You don't. It's too slow. You are faster than that. Your awareness is lightning fast. Speed of space. Not even the speed of light. The speed of space. That's how fast you are. That's how fast you can know something. That's how fast you do know something. The challenging part in business is that there's a lot of choices to make all the time. And a lot of us have gotten so good at choosing things that we don't engage consciously with our choices. We just make them. And there's nothing wrong with that because choice always creates awareness. Thank God that's one of our tools. You are always going to get more awareness from your choices. But if you'd like to start playing with, does this choice give me a sense of space and possibilities, or is it heavy? Is it light or heavy? Then you can do that. Tool number 1. Okay. Tool number 2 that I want to give you that I use all the time is a tool I call willingness. This is going to sound too easy. Everything is possible with willingness. When you are willing, fill in the blank. When you're willing to be, when you're willing to do, when you're willing to choose, when you're willing to have, you can. When you're not willing, you can't. So tool number 2 is willingness. I invite you to ask for every single thing that you think you can't change. What would it take to be willing? You can go back to the last video and hear a little bit more about the power of questions. That's a question. A true question has no answer. It's an invitation for the universe to show you something. And if you are willing for the universe to show you what it would take to be willing to have what it is you think you can't have, whatever that is, in your business, in your life, in yourself, the universe will show you what it will take. What would it take to be willing to change this? What would it take to be willing to let go of this? What would it take to be willing to have this? What would it take to be willing to fill in the blank? And tool number 3. Directly from the How to Become Money Workbook. How to Become Money is a transformational ride into all of you. You can go through it on your own. It's on Amazon. It's a public resource. But I want to give you the 5 I ams from the How to Become Money Workbook. This is a tool you can start to use right now, because anywhere that you're feeling depleted, exhausted, overwhelmed, overrun, fragmented, steamrollered, or any other such feeling is an area where you have given up being money. You are no longer being money. You are being something else. You are being run over by the thing you created. It's like having your business reminds me of when your business is small and it's like a puppy, but it's a Bernese Mountain Dog puppy or a Saint Bernard puppy, and it's super cute when it's little, and it's so fun to hang out with and cuddle with and so snuggly. And then that sucker grows up and it is running you over because you've never trained your puppy. Okay, that's your business right now. What has to happen for us to start recovering ourselves is we have to start to know that we are what's required. You are what's required. So these 5 statements go like this. I am power. I am awareness. I am creativity. I am control. And I am money. I'm not going to tell you what they mean. You can find that out in consciousentrepreneursystem.com. You can go buy the workbook. But I invite you to say these 5 just as often in a day as you need to. Say it 10 times in the morning, 10 times at night. Put it on a Post-it note next to your computer. Put it in a reminder on your phone and just say it. I am power. I am awareness. I am creativity. I am control. I am money. When you feel like you can't make a change or things have gotten so hairy that you're not sure where to start to create change, you forgot that you are money. You forgot that you are power. You forgot that you are and have everything that you need. Now, I understand if you're watching this that you may not believe that, and it's okay. That's where the work comes in. That's where we get into the functional consciousness tools, and we just start to look at that and see if any of that stuff's true. But you don't have to believe a tool for it to start working for you. So this tool is for anywhere you start feeling anything beyond just being power. If you aren't feeling power, remind yourself as many times of a day as you need to. And there's just so much more where this came from. I invite you to check out consciousentrepreneursystem.com. Feel free to DM me on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, anywhere, any social media platform. I'm most active on LinkedIn right now. And what would it take for all of this to turn out better than you could possibly imagine? I'll see you in the next one.